Oh, hey guys, hope you're all doing well, and today we are flying the G6 back out on Twisted Steel. This is an 81-1 game, and I'm going to be talking through a lot of the decisions I make during this game, so you guys can try to replicate the same process. Now, I have been reading the comments, and I do appreciate all the suggestions, so more Pacific gameplay will be coming out as requested, and some Battlefield 4 gameplay as well soon, if I can get a server for that. As for Pacific, it's going to be really difficult because the maps don't come on very often, and you really have to time your gaming in OCE right now. So basically, I did a big tweet about this, by the way, so if you want to go check out my Twitter, the link's on screen right now, but we have an issue where pretty much all the servers are ran by admins who don't understand the game at all, and they'll just ban anyone who's better than them. So whether I can play this game or not, the game I paid for, I paid the same amount as everyone else, and these guys don't pay for the servers that they're running, by the way. It's absolutely free, and they get to abuse this, but they can just ban whoever they want. So whether I'm allowed to play or not that day is totally decided by admins. So it's pretty fucking bullshit, really. It's really, really sad to see it get to this point. And I could play on Asia servers, but it gets to the point where I can't do anything but fly planes on there because every single server, literally every single one, has about 5 cheaters because there's no anti-cheat in this game. You can cheat as much as you want, you're not going to get fucking banned for it, I'll tell you that much. So it's really, really bad right now, guys. And if you want to check out that tweet, hit a retweet on it. I don't ever ask for numbers on anything. But the last time I did it was that Reddit post about how bad the planes were in this game, and you guys blew that the fuck up. So if you want to have a look at the tweet, again, link's going to be on screen. But other than that, it's not much we can really do about it besides trying to make our own servers. But the issue there is that no one's going to join a server that isn't hosted by those two admins because they create like a safe space. Anyways, that's a different video entirely. I will probably be making a video about that situation because it is really, really bad. Anyways, back to the gameplay. We are running the BF109 G6 here on Twisted Steel, and yeah, it's 81-1, so it's a pretty good game. I do make one mistake, I think, getting a bit too close to a Flieger, but I mean, that's just how it goes these days. You have to get pretty close, and if you die, you die. Anyways, loadout's going to be on screen right now. You guys can copy it down if you want. I don't use high altitude package because I don't think it really promotes any sort of skillful gameplay. If you want to cheese it, you can, but it's not going to make you a better player, so I don't see why you'd do it. Now, on this map, you don't have too many really, really high tier threats like you do on maybe Fiel, for example, but you do have things like an AA tank can spawn, even I think 2 AA tanks can spawn, so that can be a real hassle if they decide to bring those out. But the other thing you have to look out for is the bridge. So if they cap B and they push all the way towards your spawn, they can actually go straight to A and get the AA on there, and that can really spawn lock you. So you want to make sure that the bridge gets cleared, and I don't let them ever really push up to the end of the bridge. That's my main priority, I think, just keeping that part of it clear so my team doesn't get back capped. Another thing is the C and then I think the D flags, the swamp and then the C flag. Those two are really essential to keep an eye on because if they cap either of those flags, they're going to have more AA closer to you, so you have to kind of watch out for it. Not necessarily on D, the swamp, but they can roll an AA up onto the swamp if they capture it, and that can be a real hassle, so I like to try to clear it up and make sure that if a tank pushes up onto there, it's going to be a really open push, and our tanks can usually take care of it. But the main thing I think is bridge control. That is really strong, and it's something that the G6 can definitely enforce quite well with the rocket pods. So here we have an AA, and I'll be trying my best to rocket snipe him, so I'm going to make sure I turn it around outside of his range. If you turn inside of the range, it makes you a really slow target. Probably just get killed doing that. And I fire a rocket at each of the 2 stationaries, and I think I get 1 on them there, so that's not a bad result really, but we have to try it again. So here we go again. Going to be leading to the right of the target, and it's an AA right there. And I get 2 kills. So I think AA had a rep bitch this entire game, which is kind of funny. I did load so many rockets into this guy, and I actually cut out the video because it was taking so long to even get any damage onto him. And I never even really killed him, I don't think, because he just had these 2 guys preparing him. Anyways, he got those 2 guys out of the way, and I'm just going to be looking around. I know the AA is going to be on resup, and he's on a pretty far location. I think I can dodge him for now. I don't really go for AAs that much until they drive a bit closer, because when they're in their spawn, they're just too easy to sit there and not die. I guess I'll hit it again though. 70 hits, so yeah, like, he's just not gonna die. Now there's a bomber there as well, but he bailed it, so there's no point going for it. And you'll see I don't really go for planes that much. If they fly over to our side of the map though, it is worth just going and shooting them down. But the American planes on this map are quite underwhelming really. He flies to my side of the map, so I'm going to sort him out if I can. using that camera. I've got another video I'll link in the description on how to use that camera, but it's very, very strong. So definitely recommends learning how to use that free look cam. You can use it on console as well. You just have to bind it to stuff and use custom bindings, but on PC especially, very, very easy to use. Very, very big advantage in dogfights. There we go, another 2 kills. The rocket pods are quite easy to use at that range. You don't have to lead them at all, really. You just put them just a little bit above them maybe at the longer ranges, but up close, it's on the target and it will hit them. Now you do have to lead them at long range though. Again, in my first G6 video I explained that a lot, but it's convergence pretty much that you want to use. So you know that the first rocket is on the right hand wing, so you have to lead to the right, and then in the second rocket you have to lead to the left, and that's basically all you need to know. Anyways, I think the AA has been harassing me again, so he's actually pushing up into the swamp, but I see infantry, and I figure that if I can get rid of the infantry, it's probably going to be easier for our infantry to actually just focus on the AA only, because I can't provide that sustained pressure. I can hit it for 70 once, and then he'll drive away. I'd rather wait till he gets hit for like 30, and then come hit him for 70. I think I do see my friendly plane maybe going for that AA. I'm not sure what he's doing. The infantry is just too tasty though. We're just gonna get those kills there. It's just 1 kill, but it's alright. And I guess those kind of 1 kills are just like you have to accept now, because planes really just aren't the same as they used to be. You can't really get in too close and just go with your guns and everything and unload all your ammo. You really just have to take what you can see at the start of the strafe and then pull off. Here's a little parachuter here. I almost never shoot down parachuters. I just don't see them enough, but he's a pretty easy kill, and I like going for them. Sometimes they call cheats on shooting parachuters for some reason. I have killed them as they're free falling. That's worth a cheat call, but not someone like that. Get a few kills there. Gonna use my smoke. That's something I have to do more, by the way. I think using my smoke would be a good thing to do as I'm flying away from combat. Just pop it away every time. Again, using that free look, just look for some more enemies. And if in doubt, you can always just go hit the bridge, but I see someone pushing towards our back flag, so I fire a rocket at him. And looking for another one. There you go. So it is really just, you know, firing 1 rocket per person is really gonna get you a lot more kills, and you can use your cannons in very specific situations, such as like if you see multiple people all stacked up, standing pretty still, you might want to go shoot 1 rocket, then spray them all down with the cannons. But other than that, it's just gonna be too risky. It's basically a Flieger alarm if you do that. I see a guy standing still here, so I do try to hit him with the cannons. It does work, but you know, I get so close for that, and it's not really worth it. I should have just used a rocket, which I didn't have, I guess. So that's why I used the cannons, but it's a bit of a risky play. Gonna use that boost to get back into the fight in a second, and I think there was a tank on D, but I'm not sure how it's looking. There's a lot more infantry on the bridge, and that's going to be an easier target for my plane. So get those infantry off the map, and that should be an easy rearm. See 1 infantry there. I'm sure there's more on the flag, so I really try to commit to that strafe, but didn't see anything in the end. And what I could have done there, since I already committed so close to that strafe, I could have just actually went over the flag and seen how many enemies are on it, because it does tell you. And that would have been a good play, but I didn't do that. I mean, in the end, you shouldn't be getting that close anyways. I'm just trying to see how much I can get away with, because the enemy haven't really flagged me that much. But you will see that the fliggers do come out. Here's a plane extending to our side of the map, so make sure he gets shot down. He does, and we're back to work. And we have this guy in the AA, and I know he's there, so he's really keeping the skies quite clear for us, so it's quite nice. We can just focus on killing infantry. 1 guy there, and I believe there's a bunch on the bridge. It's a nice little 4-piece strafe. It's what you really want with the G6. It's a good strafe these days. And I'm going to zoom back to base. I don't really bother repairing above like 91, 93. I mean, if the Fleeger's going to hit you, it's going to kill you, right? So I just try to keep it decently high. And I end up getting a transport apparently there. I didn't even see that. I just saw the guy, so 2 easy rockets. We're back out looking for more kills. Another 2 easy rockets and another 2 easy kills. It's kind of how the G6 goes. It's just rocket spamming, really. The hard part is kind of like reading the flags and trying to find out where the infantry are going to be. And also dogfighting is still a little bit of skill, so you have to learn that. Plane actually wants to dogfight me, but I'm going to ignore him here because I know there's an AA on our side of the map, so I don't really have to do much here. I just stall him out near where the AA can see him. AA is pretty blind right now though. He might be dead or something, but I'm just gonna play with him here. He's really not too much of a threat. And my wingman comes in as well, so that's gonna seal the deal for this guy. He's gonna loop for the rest of his life, which is fine. I'll just hit him with a yo-yo, so you basically just roll up and then come back down on him. And that's how you kill someone who's looping. It's really easy. And there's your kill right there. Boost back to the resup, and yeah, he didn't really do that much damage at all. Now this guy's interested because apparently my plane one-shot his tank. I don't remember when that happened, but I mean, planes do a lot of damage to tanks, that's for sure, so it's not like it's too unusual. And we see a lot of infantry pushing up, so I gotta try to get the most value out of rockets. 4 kills is good value, really. As you can see, the B flag is still getting capped though, which means, you know, those guys are going to get rezzed, so better get our rockets back as quick as possible and try to go find them the extra kills. Also, because they have capped B, I now know that they might try to push to our end of the bridge and back cuff us, which is really not good, so we want to make sure that doesn't happen. So the enemies closest to our team are the ones I go for. 2 kills close to our team is more important than 3 or 4 kills that are across the map from the team. And some assist counts as kills coming in. I think I got 3 or 4 of those, so I mean, I'll take it. That's extra kills for me. It's the other pilot, Love Train or whatever he was. He's doing some work in the G6, I think. Good to see. And these guys are pushing towards our spawn, so I'm just going to be working on them. Because if they get towards our spawn with a Fleeger or something, that means I can't even dogfight at our base. Like, that is something I really want to prevent. Plane straggling around our spawn, get him out there. This guy is pretty easy. What I should do here now is pop my resupply, or my repair, sorry, and then resupply. See if I do it. Yeah, so we did that, and we'll have a look around. Luckily they're not on A. Our team managed to hold it down, which is good. Still going to clean up that B flag though. 3 more kills, pretty easy for the G6. And honestly, the planes these days are pretty annoying because the least skillful part of flying is actually just shooting and getting kills. The most skillful part is definitely dogfighting and actually knowing how to find the kills and your vision and stuff, knowing what to look for. That's the part that really takes skill and the whole decision-making process, not really shooting at all. But it was kind of fun when you could get really good with the cannons and just snipe people and headshot people with them. It was pretty fucking dirty, but those days are over, so this is what we do these days, just rocket sniping. See a sniper up on that little pole, but I think he got killed, so I mean, it is what it is. I thought I saw a sniper there. And apologies for some of my videos have little freezes in them right now. I've tried changing a lot of stuff, and I think I may have fixed it now by reinstalling my drivers and wiping them clean with DDU, which is a program to wipe drivers. So if you guys have any of those problems, I'd recommend giving that a try. I think it worked for me, so this is probably one of the last gameplays that's going to look like this, and also one of the last gameplays in 1080p. So we got a 1440p monitor the other day, so I mean, going a bit off topic, but that's going to make the games look a lot crisper, so hopefully you guys notice that when we get it going. I'm just looking around C right now because I don't want them to push to A from C, so don't see anything really. I see people on the flag though here, so I'll try to kill them. It is really luck if the rockets go through the rails or not. Sometimes they'll just hit like the rail, even if you're not aiming at it. Make sure to always shoot your rockets out before you resupply as well. And I'm doing the way I usually merge with a plane when they're behind me. And he actually crashed doing that, so that's pretty funny. Another challenger approaches. I'm going to be using my superior like power in my plane, so I have nitrous, so I do a vertical switch straight away and try to bring it vertical with him. And that's going to burn a lot of his energy, and he really doesn't have anything to counter it. He doesn't have a supercharger or anything, so pretty easy reversal there. And missed the rockets unfortunately, and this guy has overcommitted to my base, so I just decided screw it, if I die I die, and I overcommit to his base. And since I'm already here, I may as well just wipe this guy's clean, so get this plane shot down as well. He's spiraling out of control, it's pretty annoying to shoot. Just gotta get him down before he repairs. There you go. Dodgy Dave is gone out of the skies. And we continue to fly up, look for more targets, and our team is just under the threshold right now to be taking the lead, so just trying to help the team out here. Tank's on low health, so I shoot one rocket at that, and then shoot one rocket at infantry. I think the infantry died, but the tank is definitely dead, so that's a really good strafe. That was a very productive little sequence there. So we got all the planes shot down, and we got a tank. Pretty good. Notice a guy in the middle of the thing. That's pretty useful skill. Like, it doesn't really do anything, but I just really wanted to get that guy out of the way for some reason. He's an easy kill. Continue to look around on the bridge because they were contesting it really hard, so I want to make sure I get as many free kills as I can. And there it is. That's actually the guy I killed straight away. So as soon as I strafed, really, I spotted him and killed him, but it was just too late. So I died to a Flieger there. That's just how it happens these days. Get a couple more as soon as we spawn though, and we're just back in action straight away. And at this point, while I've been dead, our team has pretty much done nothing. We're still just a little bit behind, so I'm going to be pushing as hard as I can to kill them on the bridge. I'm actually happy that they're capping this though, because it's the easiest place for me to have big impacts. And you can see a lot of infantry here, so I've decided to get nice and close, make sure I get as many kills as I can. Unfortunately, it was only just 2, so that was pretty bad, but it's still not too bad. They'll look back towards the bridge, see if they're going to be pushing towards our E flag. That's the obvious rotation that they should make. And sure enough, they're kind of grouping up a little bit outside there, so getting some rockets fired out. I see a guy looking at me. You can sometimes just tell that someone's going to fire a Flieger at you. And this guy is hot on my 6. I notice he has a lot of velocity because he closed the gap with me really quickly there. So instead of trying to increase my velocity and trying to merge, I just straight away put on the brakes. He doesn't adapt to it at all. And this guy is just not a great pilot, really. He gives up pretty fast, and that's an easy kill for me. You do often know that if someone overcommits and flies straight to your spawn, they're just not going to be a great pilot. It's never really a thing they do. I'll only really do that when I know it's another really good pilot in the server, and I'll just try to take the 1v1. Because I don't want my team to get absolutely destroyed by them. So that's the only time I do that. And again, trying to fly behind cover so the Fliegers, as you see right there, don't hit me too easily. So last time I strafed from like the C side of the map, so this time I did it from the D side, and they don't really look at me there, and I managed to get the guy who Fliegered me before. That guy is a really good pilot, by the way. I'm not sure why he doesn't just get in a plane and contest me. I mean, he was good in Battlefield 4, so surely he could do something in this game. I notice this guy is so slow that I don't think I can beat him just by braking, so I put the nitro on, and since I accelerate much faster, and the person who acts first usually has the advantage in this game, I managed to close a little bit of a gap, and now I'm just using my rear cam to try to switch on him. And this is probably a successful reversal here. The fight is basically neutral, and I've actually got the advantage now, just because I kept my energy much better. Someone needs my rockets here. Just get him out of the sky real quick. I'm not going to let him bail either. Don't bail planes, by the way. It's just not good sportsmanship. Especially if you're outside the map. I don't see why you'd do it. And we're just going to be flying out the rest now. Just going for it. The team has a little bit of a deficit, but I do think we can make it up. So we'll be trying our best to really do that here. So as usual, I'm using my sideways cam to try to spot people as I'm flying in. See a guy there, notice that the first rocket's not going to hit, so fire another one off and get him out the way. So he's close to the A side, and I don't want a back cap happening right now, so going to make sure that doesn't happen. Going to keep looking towards the bridge though, because they don't control B right now, they control E, which means a potential stack up is happening on the kind of lump on the bridge. Like the ramp. Usually a lot of people stack up there, but unfortunately AA has spotted me, so I can't commit to that. Best thing I can do is just go for some infantry that are kind of close to me and pull off, and that goes really well actually. Get a lot of kills out of doing that. And since those are snipers, it's quite likely they're not going to get res, so that's probably 3 tickets towards our team. So that makes a difference, but will it be enough, I guess? At this point, our team is getting fisted pretty hard. Their team is just clearly much better. The V1 comes in there, and that's a bunch of kills that won't get rezzed. So that is probably likely to close it out, unfortunately. And since there's a lot of smoke there, just fire into the smoke, and I catch Neff, who's actually a really good player, so it's good to get him down. He's probably worth 5 or 6 players himself, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's in the chat now. And this looks like it's going to be it, really. I'm going to try to prevent this push that I've just seen with the smokes by doing some long-range rockets. And there's no reason to get much closer than that, especially with all the fleegers, and now Meth knows that I'm flying. I want to make sure that he doesn't get a fleeger out or something, because good plays with fleegers, really bad combination for a pilot. It's not actually very hard to use at all, you just have to kind of be able to lead your shots. And a lot of infantry here, so just spam them out from long range. Another 3 kills. If I get really close there, I probably get 5 kills, but it's not really worth it. There's a 4th as well, so it just works out well. Anyways, looking at the tickets, I think we're going to lose this game, so unfortunately just the plane does not really do enough, and I probably could have done more as an infantry player, really, and that's just a sad reality. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed watching, make sure to leave a like rating, and if you want to see more, if you want, you can hit subscribe. That'll be it for now though. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace.